Brandon, are you going to, in the last couple of weeks of spring training, try and keep starters away from AL East teams when possible?
Do the best we can with that. That's really, really challenging with all the American League East teams we play in spring training, as well as we've had a lot of guys throw on the backfields that would normally throw in games just because of the situation we're in this year with pitching, with trying to build up as many guys as possible. We feel like we do need to get guys game action. And so ideally we don't want them to face the opponents we're going to face early, especially early on in the season, but getting them ready for the season is the most important thing. And so we're kind of juggling that with how to throw guys toward the end of camp.
Rock Kabaka.
Brandon, I know Adley gets most of the attention, understandably, but have you seen enough of Maverick Hanley to form an opinion on him yet?
Tough time hearing you over the edger, but
have you seen enough of Maverick to form any sort of opinion right now on him?
No, I haven't. I've just seen him catch pens and seen him catch some live BPs and a few at bats. So I tell you what, I really like the way he catches, and I like the way he catches and throws. But I haven't seen him much offensively, and but I know he's really good defensively and really solid. I've been impressed with his defensive work.
John.
Brandon, this is the halfway point of the game schedule. Do you have any thoughts on how camp is going and things that you want to have happen better, the same, anything like that?
Well, I would like to see us play better the last couple of weeks. I don't think we played very well the first couple of weeks for numerous reasons. I think that we're talking about today, and a lot of these guys did not play much baseball last year. And from the guys that were in the secondary site, missing out on 6 months of baseball, I think guys come here and it's been a little fast for them at times. I think trying to impress also, young players tend to try to impress in major league camp. So I think that I hope that we're going to try to relax a little bit. I think you're going to see the regulars, guys that you would expect to make the team, play more the last couple of weeks to get their at-bats up, to get them more in game shape. But I'd just like to see us play a little cleaner baseball the last couple of weeks.
Dan?
Kind of following that, Brandon, if you have a lot of, the bubble guys and they're not putting up the averages, they're not hitting well, their at-bats aren't exactly where you want them to be, are you going to have to rely on track record for some of these guys that you've seen? Do they have the edge because you're kind of familiar with them, whether it's a Wilkerson and Urias, Valleca, whoever it might be, Stewart, the guys that you've seen and kind of have more of a track record with?
Yes and no. I think that I'm not looking at numbers at all. It's more about the quality of their bats, how they're improving defensively, how they're playing positions with those guys that are multiple position guys, kind of evaluating everything. That's why you see guys move. Somebody dropped the rake. 2021. Where was I at? Yeah, the guy you're seeing guys that we're trying out in different positions for versatility, etc. And we'll put our heads together at the end of camp and come up with what we feel like is the best 26-man roster we can going into the season. But yeah, numbers-wise for me, it's such a small sample. It's more about taking a good at-bats. I don't even know what Anthony Santander's numbers are, but I know he's walking a lot, and I really like the at-bats he's taking.
Rock?
At least someone's raking these days. Rio Ruiz, do you still expect him tomorrow?
Yeah, Rio. Richie Martin's taking live at-bats today back in the complex, and if he's good to go, he'll be in there tomorrow also.
Since you noted Santander's walks, what has he done to improve that area, and what could it mean for him going forward?
I just think he realizes and understands what he can do from a damage standpoint when he swings the strikes, and I know that he feels like he gets himself out sometimes, so he's trying to shrink his strike zone a little bit and getting pitches he can drive. He's fouling a lot of balls off too. Two-strike. I like his two-strike approach right now, where he's in battle mode and buying walks because he's able to spoil some pitches. So I think for a guy like him, that's going to be a regular and hit in the middle of the order, to see as many pitches as possible to understand his strike zone in spring training is the biggest thing.